You're listening to Becoming MatchFit, the podcast helping athletes and high performers build confidence, clarity, and opportunity on and off the field. I'm your host, Nic Greentree. Most people think that becoming MatchFit is about training harder. But the real game changers, they're learning confidence, identity, mindset, money, resilience, and support off the field. And that applies to every one of us, not just athletes. Welcome to Becoming MatchFit. I'm Nic Greentree, the co-founder of MatchFit 360, which I run together with my bestie and business partner, Linda McNulty. You will meet her in upcoming episodes. This podcast is all about stories, tools, and conversations that help people grow into who they're becoming, not just as players, but as humans too. These conversations are for anyone interested in high performance, well-being, purpose, personal growth, and navigating change. If you want to improve how you show up in your daily life, then this space is for you too. We wanted to create a space that brings together the conversations that usually sit behind closed doors. The ones about confidence, self-worth, identity, money, mental health, growth, and building a life that you are proud of. Athletes absolutely need this support, but the truth is, so do most people. We're all becoming something, and that journey deserves space, honesty, and guidance. So let me share a little bit about me before we kick off. When I was young, I had a very clear vision of what I wanted to do with my life. All I wanted to do was help people feel better. However, as I reflect back, it has been a very interesting journey with some unexpected chapters along the way, but they all seem to be connecting. I started off in health and wellbeing with a Bachelor of Health Science in acupuncture, helping people regain strength, confidence, and balance in their lives. It taught me early on that mental and emotional well-being drive everything. Then I shifted into corporate, working with some of Australia's biggest financial institutions in the digital and content space. Yes, a very different switch, I know. Suddenly, I was in a world of strategy, branding, influence, and leadership, which was wildly different to well-being, but gave me essential tools in my toolkit. In 2024, I realized that I was ready for my next challenge and decided to bring together my collective skills. Jules and I launched Evergreen Consulting, and we found that there was a real need to lean in and support the sporting industry in a changing digital world. We started working with athletes, and that was the moment that everything clicked. Athletes are some of the most driven humans you will ever meet, yet they often lack support in the areas that matter most off the field. So identity, money, mental health, brand, purpose, opportunities, and long-term planning. But then I also realized that these aren't athlete problems, these are human problems. And that's why Bells and I built MatchFit 360. And that's why this podcast exists. In every episode, you will hear real conversations, honest, imperfect, and grounded in lived experience. Whether you're an athlete, a coach, a parent, a leader, or someone who wants to perform better in your daily life, we will deliver you value here. Because the principles that shape success in sport are all the same ones that shape success in life. So wherever you're listening from, the gym, the car, the office, even the sideline, welcome to Becoming MatchFit. This isn't about being perfect. It's about becoming stronger, clearer, and more confident in who you are. Let's unlock your value and change your game from the inside out. Thanks so much for listening to Becoming MatchFit. If today's conversation inspired you, feel free to share it with a teammate or someone you love as well. You can access free tools, resources, and our community in MatchFit 360 Academy. The link is in the show notes. Until next time, unlock your value, change your game, and become MatchFit.